Hey everybody, it's Magic Prepper, and I wanted to have this fireside chat with you to kind of give you some information about some disturbing trends that I've been finding online lately, and things that I think you need to pay attention to. Honestly, there's a lot of people saying a lot of things, and we all know that, and there's a lot of misinformation, and there's a lot of good information that's going around the internet that's hard to find sometimes. But right now, what I'm more worried about is how you're going to protect yourself and how you're going to stay secure during the situation that we have right now. Wearing an N95 mask right now is basically like putting a target on yourself. People are starting to behave in a way that's irrational and maybe out of desperation, but a lot of it out of self-righteousness. And honestly, it's starting to get a little bit scary. So I do want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button below if that's something you're interested in. If it comes to these SHTF topic chats, I want you to be prepared and I want you to be able to take care of yourself. So make sure you do that so we can keep these conversations going. But I'm seeing a lot of chatter online right now about how no one should be wearing N95 masks unless they're a medical professional. Nobody should have access to them except for medical professionals. And if you're wearing one out in public, you're actually a terrible person and you're going to be targeted. People are starting to maybe joke, but we all know there's always some truth to any joke about assaulting people if they see them wearing N95 masks. Everyone's okay with cotton masks and everybody's okay with the idea of the homemade masks. But if you have the N95 mask, the one that medical professionals need more than you, even though the reason they need it is because it does a better job at protecting them from getting sick. If you have one, and if you're wearing one, you are now a bad person. You are holding out from the medical community, and you're holding out on people who could possibly save the life of somebody else. So, people are starting to say that if you're doing these things, they're going to take it from you. They're going to make sure you understand you're not allowed to have that. And if you do have that and you haven't turned it into the hospital yet, that they're going to make sure you understand why you should have. This is a problem. And it's the same thing that we saw a couple weeks ago when they started talking about hoarders, hoarding, everything else. People are starting to be demonized. And there's always someone to demonize during a crisis. And if you're going to wear an N95 mask out and about, you really need to consider two things. One, are you going to be able to protect yourself in case you get into a precarious situation where maybe a mob decides that you're the reason why they can't get the medical help they need? Second thing, are you willing to sacrifice your gray man status during an SHTF scenario, which is basically what we're in right now, in order to protect yourself? Because right now, wearing an N95 mask is not gray man. Right now it is, look at that guy wearing the thing he's not supposed to have. Why is he doing that? He knows he's not supposed to. I wonder how many he has at home. Probably hundreds. This guy is a problem. It's not very gray man to walk around with something that brings all the attention to you. So, you have to ask yourself those two things. Are you prepared to secure yourself and protect yourself if you need to? And are you willing to sacrifice your gray man status in order to not get sick? Demonization is happening all over the place. It's even happening to the people who are sick or who are infected that don't know it yet. They're using a term called spreaders now. And spreader is the new infected, the new zombie. It's the new word that can take away personification from a person and make them into something less than human. So that when people discuss those people and when people talk about a spreader, they're no longer a human being that's just trying to do their best to stay alive. Now they're a spreader. And do you think the mob mentality is going to treat those people the right way? Do you think that anyone who might be sick, who then went from being human to being a spreader, is going to be treated correctly by the mob? Doubtfully. Highly doubtfully. So in the same sense as that, wearing an N95 mask might as well make you a spreader, because that's where the mentality is heading. So watch out, be prepared, keep your head on a swivel, take your security very seriously, and if you're going to wear an N95 mask, which probably is the safest way to protect yourself versus any other kind of mask, make sure you keep all these things in mind, because this is a mentality that we're seeing online now, and this is what people are talking about, and I wanted to bring it to your attention. So thank you for stopping by, and that's going to be it for Magic Prepper.